Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Emergency Services. Can the Minister please update the House on the Minns Labor government's budget investments to deliver the emergency services communities rely on?
I call the Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and thank you so much to the member for Penrith, not only a fantastic local member, but also a massive supporter of the emergency services. And I've had many an occasion to spend time with the member for Penrith at different emergency service things. Mr Speaker, yesterday the Minns Labor government demonstrated the commitment to delivering better essential services and invest in the economy to keep our communities safe. Across the budget, the New South Wales government is delivering, and here's one, $2.21 billion in the 2025-26 budget to our emergency service agencies. Mr Speaker, I want to make this...
Member for Dubbo.
Well, interesting, Mr Speaker.
You can leave the chamber under Standing Order 249.
No, I'd like member for Dubbo to stay, Mr Speaker. I know he's interested in the RFS, but we don't do winery tours anymore, mate.
I'll cut you some slack on that one, but you'll still leave a chamber. Please leave a chamber.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It was interesting too, Mr
Minister,
Speaker, they talked about the tapering. Interesting too, Mr Speaker, they talked about the tapering. The member for Coffs Harbour, Shadow Minister, want to be a smart aleck. I'll let you know something, mate. $2.21 billion is a 10.8% increase on the budget to the emergency services than when you were last in government. 10.8% increase, Mr Speaker. So let's just put those facts out there. Don't just cherry pick certain things without looking at the whole context. The whole context is, Mr Speaker, $2.21 billion, 10.8% increase in the emergency services budget, and that's there in black and white. But Mr Speaker, I digress. Last week, the Premier and I joined other ministers at the Badgerys Creek for the site of the new airport, where we're building a fire station, Mr Speaker. Why is that important? Because everyone's known there's going to be an airport coming there. Only one government decided to actually build a station and make a commitment, and we had to go about it the hard way. But we're there, Mr Speaker, $42.2 million. And here's a novel idea. It actually includes 52 firefighters who are professional firefighters stationed to that staff. The reason I said that, Mr Speaker, is because the last time when that lot was in government, they opened up Oran Park fire station. Really fantastic. Got all the bells and whistles. They forgot one thing, Mr Speaker. Firefighters. You need the firefighters, Mr Speaker. So we're funding the firefighters. And you know what? That's the employee expense. You need the firefighters. Mr Speaker, it's part of the $189 million commitment.
Minister, member for Penrith.
On a roll.
Speaker, I request an extension for more information.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Thank you to the member. It's $185 million to secure the position of 286 firefighters that were unfunded. In other words, there was no funding for it. Again, reading the budgets in their proper way. Mr Speaker, we also talked about an additional $17 million in this budget on top of the existing money that's spent onto fire rescue trucks. We'll get an additional 15, which will start addressing the issue with the underinvestment. Mr Speaker, we also have $98.7 million committed to capital works for stations, new stations such as Wentworthville, Charlestown, Gunnellabar, Lithgow, Broken Hill and Byron Bay, as well as major upgrades to Parramatta and Mossvale. Mr Speaker, there's also maintaining the core funding and services by the RFS, $716.4 million in this year's budget. We're boosting aviation funding in the RFS by $34.4 million over 4 years. And why is that important, Mr Speaker? It's because we can secure the fixed wing and the helicopter aircraft that we do require, particularly during our bushfire seasons. We have seen a global demand. We're getting in early. We are world leaders when it comes to this, and that was a really important thing about making sure that we've got these resources, hopefully for the time when we don't need them, but making sure that we plan for the worst and we hope for the best and we're ready for everything. Mr Speaker, as I said, despite cherry picking some of the figures, 10.8% increase. Also an increase, Mr Speaker, in terms of Some of the things that may not be noticed but are reported in the RFS budget specifically, an additional $3 million to ensure that every single one of our volunteers can have an extra set of protective equipment for the work they do, and money specifically into improving mental health, Mr. Speaker. Also, I've got to say, the SES, we haven't forgotten them, the heroes of the floods that we've seen. Mr. Speaker, a $94.7 million uplift investment around the previous sub to make sure, because they were left at a fiscal cliff, we're fixing all of that up. $2.21 billion, 10.8% increase on when you were last in
Thank
government.
you, Minister. The member for